Good evening, my name is Deborah Esteban, and this is World Civilization Professor Laurie, and I will present the exploratory presentation 1. I will begin with similarities and difference between civilizations. Both civilizations were famous for their dynasty. Egypt had pharaohs and kings in the same way China had emperors and queens. Ancient China were well known for their architecture like the Great Wall. Likewise, Egypt was popular for their pyramids. Both civilizations were around rivers. Egypt was around Nile River in the same way China had the Yellow River and the Yangtze River. Similarities and difference between civilizations. The government. Egypt and China have a type of bureaucracy, only one king or ruler. Technology. Even though China had bronze tools and the Chinese calendar, the Egyptian calendars were more accurately telling time day by day. Language. Chinese and Egypt, both cultures have a good form of writing. However, Chinese language can also be spoken as an early form of Mandarin. Geography. While China has two rivers that keep them insulated from other civilizations, Egypt has two deserts on the side of them that keep invading armies out. What makes ancient Egypt a great civilization? Contributions to the world. Historians believe that the Egyptians were the first builders known to the men. They erect temples and tombs, floors and roofs. They also invent indoor lighting using candles and oil lamps. The concept of master bedroom was first seen in ancient Egypt. Did you know that the Egyptians were the first people to use paper-like material made from papyrus plant for writing? They developed their language into a codified form of writing. They create black ink. The black ink was made from vegetable gum, smooth, and beeswax. Also, they create some surgical instruments. Some of them are the needles, the pincers, forceps, and spoons. Ancient Egypt were the pioneers of the metallurgy. They were the first people to make tools from bronze by fusing copper and tin, rather than depending on the stone or wood. Some of the tools made by Egyptians are helmets, shields, swords, knives, fishing hooks, arrowheads, saws, axes, and chisels. The pottery wheel was the major Egyptian invention and allowed Egyptian potters to mass produce crockery and vases. Also, ancient Egyptians invented a 354-day calendar made up to 12 months that correlate with the lunar cycle. Later, a 365 calendar was invented consisting of 12 lunar months of the 30 days, split into 3 seasons and 5 extra days at the end of the year. Later, the Romans add an extra day to every 4 years to give us the basis of the calendar that we use today. I will mention some tools and techniques pioneered by the ancient Egyptians. Some of them are cement, custom-made bricks, ropes, scaffolding, copper piping, and glass. What makes an ancient China a great civilization? Ancient China have built a civilization that has lasted longer than any other one in the world. Firstly, the unique geographic location. The two most important geographical features of the ancient China were the two major rivers. Their rivers were a great source of fresh water, food, and fertile soils. Also, transportation. The geographical position, the Yellow River to the north and the Yangtze River Valley to the south, made China soils one of the most fertile in the world. Also, the Yangtze River Valley was the first area of the world where rice was grown, and from this region, rice spread to the world, becoming one of the most nutritious plants known by humans. Moreover, the Yangtze River has been used for water irrigation, sanitation, industry, and is the largest hydroelectric power station in the world. In addition, ancient Chinese culture impacted the entire world with important contributions such as paper, silk, tea, kite, compass, Western medicine, acupuncture, umbrella, and ceramic glaze. In what ways do the 21st century ideas differ from the two Asian civilizations? I will discuss in this slide the ancient China ideas from the 21st century ideas. Ancient China is ruled under social hierarchy. Modern China is ruled by communism, where most people are given equal opportunity. Education in ancient China only covers reading, writing, and painting. Education in modern China teaches a variety of subjects, including mathematics, science, geography, and language. On the other hand, ancient China can only communicate through verbal language or writing letters. Social media has become a new way of communication in modern China. For instance, they utilize Facebook, emails, and Skype. Also, ancient China used to use brushes for writing. Modern China only use pen or pencils to write now. And do you know that women in the ancient China can only be housewives? Now in 21st century, the social organization in modern China is more advanced and women can work. Only 10% of people were educated in literature in ancient China. Nowadays, writing has become significantly more important and popular in modern China, with 90% of people are educated in literature. Now I will talk about ancient Egypt ideas versus 21st century Egypt ideas. Ancient Egyptian medicine used to bring religion to their practices. Nowadays, religion and medicines are kept separated. When we talk about communication, in the past it was through hieroglyphs. Now, communication is verbal through language, like, for example, Arabic, French, and English. Transportation in Egypt consists of camels and boats. Nowadays, the transportation consists of airplanes, carts, boats, and trains. Do you know that ancient Egypt lived a nomadic life? Modern Egypt lived an organized government system, settled population, and property enforced laws. This is the end of this presentation. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy it.